Boston police are looking for a suspect armed with a firearm.
Turn the sirens off. Start. Last location, Westminster and Cobden.
See in Westminster by Cobden, up in this area here. Up in Cobden Street. This is he's coming out towards Cobden. It's yeah.
They got him.
He said they got him in custody.
Everybody slow it down. One in custody. Slow it down. Cobden Street.
I guess he had a firearm.
We got him behind 55 Cobden.
How you doing today?
5 Cobden. We have him.
I said they got him in custody.
916, great work.
Guy was brandishing a firearm. I guess he took off and went behind Cobden Street. Get him somewhere behind here. They got him in custody.
Delta 982, can you put me on?
So he is in custody.
Good morning.
So, that's one of the Tango cars right there. Watch. He's gonna probably go in the driveway there. So they do have him in custody. Let him do his thing. Yep, you got it. Never get in their way. Let them do their thing first, you know. So somewhere over here they got him in custody. Probably next street over. I'll take a quick ride down there and see what they got over there. He's in custody at this time. Let's see if we can catch you guys on the other side over there. This is where they apprehended the suspect on the other side of Cobden Street. Now they're looking for a possible firearm he might have ditched in one of these backyards off of Walnut. It started on Echo, so I was listening to Echo, and then it came over to Bravo. So Echo was originally in foot chase of him, and then they transferred over to Bravo because this is on the Bravo Echo side. So this is what they have so far.
Take 2-1, can you add us?
They're gonna be checking these backyards because he was all throughout these backyards over here.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm having trouble with my portable. Were you calling me?
With the 511 at 67 Walnut Park.
All right, we're all here. I'll be back.
Not too sure what happened with that, but looks like they do have one person in custody after a brief foot chase.
Ma'am, can you take the 700 units off?
Yes, he came to one of these yards and it came out through here somewhere.
511, I'm out of Robert. What number Walnut Park?
67.
When they hear a firearm, everybody comes out. So this area has been known to have a lot of problems. So that is Porter. How you doing? What's happening? How you been?
Good, the first time we met you.
Oh,
Oh my God, I don't believe it.
yeah, I'll be around.
Just don't put that camera on me.
I won't put it. I promise.
No, oh, we watch you all the time.
You watch it all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. We just gotta show people what goes on in their community so they're aware of it, you know.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he was on the other side and he came on this Walnut Park, right? And it came on. That's the area east side.
Cross through the back way.
Right. So I guess they do have him in custody. So which is a good thing if he's carrying a firearm. That's not good.
No, it's not. Especially you throw it around somewhere around these bushes.
Yeah, they're gonna check and see if they can find.
Out here that play, you know?
That's true, and there's a playground right over there.
Yeah.
Operation
Yeah.
428.
How does it come up on the Citizens app? Do you use the Citizens? Does it come up on the Citizens app like that?
Yeah, that's my entertainment.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
So they probably give it the way they hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of police. Got Area E and Area B over here. And you got housing as well, so they're all over the place.
Crazy, crazy.
It's not even summertime yet, and
I know. As soon as it gets warm days, I'm telling you.
it's crazy.
So, what is nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Good work, please.
I'll try.
Please.
I want to show positive stuff too, though. I'm trying to find positive stuff in the community. I went to that Wake Up the Earth event over in JP.
You did?
Yeah, that was pretty good. But I want to find more positive things to focus on too, because
Yeah.
you mean
I see you go to Concert Towers too.
yeah, I'll be down there.
Can't wait watching everything.
Almost,
Hey, like they say, to make the eyes on you.
yeah, that's true. That is true.
Okay, thank you for your service.
Take care. Have a good one.
Okay.
So they do have one person in custody. They're gonna be combing out this area. I'm not gonna even walk on that side because that whole area from Walnut Ave down here could potentially be a hot zone. Somebody saw him with a firearm, and I guess one of the Area E officers kind of gave chase, and they lost him in the backyards of Westminster and Walnut in that area. Then somehow he migrated over to Cobden Street. And they caught him on right when they had all these cruisers in the area. He wasn't going to go too far because there was too many cruisers in the area at that point.
700.
If a foot chase lasts more than 3 minutes, they're going to catch you sooner or later.
Sir, we're up with the K9 Westminster. Can we just double check what number he was last seen out on Westminster Street, please? Anyone have a number on Westminster? I just have Westminster and Wash. Or it might have been West Walnut. Was there a second 911 call?
I'm gonna hang around for a little bit.
24 Walnut Park. Thank you.
You got everybody came out. You got some of the K cars, you got some of the Tango cars. It looked like an E13 Cruiser over there. A couple of Victor units over there. Another Tango Cruiser over there backing up. So they're gonna search that area out and see what they find.
Jake 984, hold me off at Cobden and Wash. Got it.
Never a dull moment in the city. Just tell them to back up. People can't back up. Bostonians don't know how to drive backwards. That's almost unheard of. If they can even drive forward, that's a plus. What's happening?
What happened,
Well, they were chasing after an individual with a firearm, and they caught him over here in the backyard of Cobden Street. But they started on Walnut, West Walnut and Walnut over that way.
He didn't shoot nobody, did he?
As far as we know, he didn't.
Last room? Yes, sir. 916 can be EMS this location. Where do you have him? Do you have him at 67 Walnut Park or a different location? 55 Cobden. EMS to 55 Cobden.
There's always something going on in the city. Hey, what's happening? Good morning.
Do me a favor, just stay out there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna. Why would I want to go in there?
JK1, did
That's what
somebody
it.
say there was a mag found somewhere?
That's where they have the suspect over there. There's this Integra and they're questioning him. he's over. He's over there in the cut. But I don't know. I don't know why people run from the police. So I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Maybe various different reasons why they run from the police. So we're over here by Washington and Cobden. This whole area was saturated with cruises, so you couldn't.
Can you help detectives about a video, please?
I definitely wouldn't walk inside there. That wouldn't be. That's not my style to walk right up in there.
Tango Silver.
So the good thing is broad daylight, so it's easy to do their search. They don't have to use flashlights, so they just gotta track his steps wherever he went to. He did cover a lot of area too, though, so it might take a while before they figure out what really happened. We know somebody. They received a 911 call of a Hispanic male. They gave out the exact description, allegedly carrying a firearm. Upon Boston police arrival, he took off on foot. So they gave chase on the Echo side. I think that was the E13 side. You might see all the E13 cruisers over here. Cause it started on E13, and I was listening to E13, and I was wondering why they didn't patch up with Bravo. So shortly after, like 3 or 4 minutes, they actually went over to the Bravo side, and they told the Bravo units about what they had on the E13 side. But sometimes I listen to multiple different channels, so it all depends what I'm doing. And then I just happened to come over here when all the other cruisers were coming over. Like I said, we're not too sure why he ran. Allegedly, he had a firearm. We don't know that if that's to be true or not, but if they do find the firearm, then that may associate him with that. So we'll see. And then they might clear some of those cruisers out of there so cars can get by. We'll see. Right now, he's not under arrest right now. He's just being detained till they figure out what's going on. But, you know, they might run him for warrants and see if he get any warrants and try to figure out why he was running from the police. They're gonna have EMS check him out. I guess he got some bumps and bruises on him, so they're gonna have Boston EMS check him out, make sure he's okay. I think that young lady to the right, she was one of them that gave foot chase after that individual, if I'm not mistaken. Boston EMS is just pulling up right now. They're coming up right there. So they're gonna probably just check him out, make sure he's okay. Make sure he's all right.
Yes, sir. Can I have the operator of the 3538 look out?
This might be the make this the thumbnail right here. Like I said, we're not too sure why he ran. If he can answer the question why he ran from the police, that might solve half of the mystery right now. I'm not gonna put him on camera. Like if they happen to bring him out, I might put him on, but I'm not gonna like focus the camera on him.
Yes, sir. Is the best team on you?
He might have some mental the ability, so he, it could be that he is a EDP. It's very possible.
Yes. Could we have a service unit take her down to 5 Cobden, please?
And we have a lot of that out there, a lot of EDPs out there. Not too sure what caused it. Matter of fact, I was talking to an EMT the other day about the amount of EDPs they have to deal with, and it's quite a few. And how do you deal with that? That is the biggest question.
Possibly clear to get the best team member, bring him back. Sure, I'm getting them at the base. Echo Alpha 81.
Boston House is going to clear up out. At least one of them are going to clear up out of here. The one across the street over there.
Did a little GPS navigation with that stolen vehicle. It should be at 110 Edgemere if unit can go by and have it towed back to E5.
And I'll get them up. That's what I thought. Next one. We don't know what much that menu is due. Echo 202, you can check that area. 110 Edgemere Road, the stolen car.
I guess they're going to evaluate him. They might have to have him
If it's up there and there's no one
checked
around,
out, like mentally.
Don't bother calling for a tow. We'll just process it. Give it to the owner.
I don't know if we quite have a facility for. I know they have Carter-Filler and stuff like that. They have the Shattuck. I don't know if they have a real treatment center for emotionally depressed or emotionally disturbed people.
Mike Charlie 39. It's 21 Great Mobile.
For 11.
Hi, Laura.
They're busy checking them out. We're gonna back the ambulance up the street.
One Westinghouse Plaza.
because they're gonna probably take him in. He's pulling off the stretcher, so they're probably gonna take him to the hospital, have him evaluated at the hospital.
Jake 101. Jake 101.
101.
Sir, do we have the best team member around?
That's what phone should be.
And I think the best team, all they do is they do us like a evaluation of you, and they'll see if you're in your right state of mind. And if you're not in your right state of mind, they can section 12 you and have you further evaluated. So they might ask you a series of questions or observe certain behaviors and movements and functions of the body and stuff like that. And they basically train people to see. Like I worked in a lot of hospitals where I seen that myself. Like for example, I worked in Barnwood years ago, and you see a lot of that in Barnwood. Even Beta 5 on the Children's Hospital ward, there's a lot of that. Like that's where they keep all the young kids up there in Beta 5. And then you see it a lot in Brigham Women's Hospital as well. So you just have, once you're around certain people, you kind of pick up off key phrases and how they act and what they do. Sometimes, sometimes they pretend, sometimes they're, there's a little bit of everything going on. So I guess they're going to put him in the ambulance and take him, probably the BMC, and have him evaluated.
Bravo 453. 453. Hi, ma'am. Check an accident. 21 front.
That ambulance is not moving, my man. He's gonna try to squeeze behind the ambulance. I guess he can make it if he keep on going.
916.
He drive that truck better than most people drive a car. Some people can't drive a car that good.
Team can disregard. Come to Cobden. She can meet up at the center station.
Let's see if that van can make it through there. He should be. If that truck made it through, that van should definitely make it through there. A little excitement over here in Roxbury. Nothing too major. They still didn't find the alleged firearm, so I don't know if they found anything or not. But I think they're still looking. They may find something later on. Who knows? It's supposed to rain pretty heavy later on, so look out for that. A lot of rain showers and possible flooding. So I guess they're gonna take him in custody. They're not gonna put him in the ambulance. Maybe they feel that he's suitable to act on his own, and he's not. They figure it out.
916. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Phenomenal job by all responding units. My appreciation. We're going to have one going back to the house.
Thanks, your boss.
425. Sir, be advised, we're still tracking back with the K9. We're still on scene.
A lot of new EMTs out there. They gotta fill that quota. If you want to become an EMT, there's job openings. All right, guys, we're gonna head up out of here.
Sir, from this location with 1 male adult to the base, started mileage 25108.4.
So it looks like they got one gentleman in custody. Not too sure what happened, but they're gonna take him back to the E13. All right, guys, catch you guys in the next one.